Hi, hello. As usual, I am kept behind working with chores and just prepping a cup of coffee, but I'm here. And my beautiful partner has brought me some apples. Ooh, and a chocolate, hell yeah. But hello everyone. Hope y'all are having a good night. Is the music being silly? I look the same as yesterday, a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. But at least today we are continuing with Limbus, which is I'm excited for, and also a rarity because usually I would take a big break between contos and just never come back. So like, at least now we're going full swing to catching up to Limbus. There's gonna be a Walpurgis in 3 or 2 days. There's gonna be an eclipse tonight, so I might like pause a little bit to go look at it or take a peek. I'm not gonna stay too late because I know it's gonna be at its peak very late in the night, but I won't be awake for that. At least I'm gonna take a peek when it starts, but not when it's at its peak. So that'll be cool. But yeah, it's gonna be on the 5th. Today is the 2nd. It's gonna be the 3rd. And it'll be, well, Purgus on my days off, so I'll just kind of like talk with close friends and stuff about what to do. I will probably gamble until then, so we're just gonna save up our lunacy before then, or towards that end. Besides that, feels pretty good. Doing pretty nice. Looking that over at my Discord. I think I'll start promoting the Discord, but like a little bit subtly. I might like link it on the channel, and I think only that, and maybe in like in the stream descriptions. Okay, it's somewhat set up because of my beautiful partner. He did a really good job on organizing and bringing stuff out. There's still a lot more to be added into, like, you know, like build on it, but for what we got started, it looks pretty nice. I'm very thankful for her doing that for me. Sorry, I'm just enjoying my chocolate. Alrighty. Let's not hesitate too much. I think we can just go right into it. I don't have any other thoughts besides that. Oh wait, actually, well, never mind. We're a little bit late. I'm a bit on a tangent, and I might not be streaming for that long, so we'll see. But let's just get right into it. At least, you know, despite me coming in late, I did prep everything before coming on. I made sure everything was ready to go. Downloaded all the updates, fixed the OBS thing, because I have to do that every time I change the game, because I'm just complicated like that. Yeah. So, happy 3rd anniversary. I've been consistent with logging in every day so far. All I do is just log in and I call it a day. Haven't been doing any chores, but at least I've been consistent. I'm excited for this thingy over here. And then obviously like the last day thingy as well. And also for Walpurgis, but we're not going to be streaming for Walpurgis, sadly. But it happens. I'm kind of really glad about the UI change, that you can just change the skin. I'm not sure if they'll add any extra skins like down the line with future updates, or that you can like, I don't know, unlock. But that's pretty cool. The dark one is really cool. So, I don't know. Shout out to that. Anything else in my mind? I think I unlocked one more ID, but I forgot who it was, and it was only like a 2-star ID. Oh yeah, W Corp L2 cleanup agent. I was doing some gamba on my phone, and I just got this the other day. I'm not sure how good she is ID wise, but I have her now. But yeah, I've always said, you know, since Librarina, how I love the drip of the cleanup crew W Corp. They're just, I don't know, it looks so slick. Every ID that I've seen so far of W Corp has had some really slick drip. Like Altus over here as well. So cool. But yeah, so we finished Kanto 5 last week, and today we'll be doing the Mini-1 and the Intervallo II until we eventually enter Kanto 6. Things are wrapping up. I'm not sure if I should be leveling up my IDs. Probably so. We'll figure out once we get into the Mini and Intervallo and at the beginning of Kanto 6 what the requirements are. But I don't think I have a lot to level them up with because I have not been grinding, and all my IDs have been leveled up to level 40 for Kanto 5. So we'll figure it out. So yeah. Anyways, Mini-1, a notable change. Okay. Straight into it, okay. It's been a long while since I was able to relax like this, all alone in my room with not a concern on my mind. Maybe it's because a heavy burden had been lifted from my heart. I told the sinners that we should take a day off or so in our respective rooms. After what happened, we deserved a good rest. A big part of that decision was also to relieve Yusong of his seasickness, at least for a day. I don't think the sinners' rooms sway with the waves. I hope not. We're still a ways away from getting out of the Great Lake. I thought it would be a good idea to have a day like this where we could just sit and relax. Of course, this wasn't like a real vacation or anything. If anything were to happen, this little time off would be over just like that. Like that eardrum tearing siren of Mephistopheles that always finds the worst times to go off, for example. Oh. Yeah. I had a feeling that something like this was going to happen. I'm not even upset at this point.
이번에는 진짜 쓸모있는 알람이어야 할 거다.
어차피 방 안에서 할 것도 없지 않았는가? 히스클리프 군도 틀어박혀 있기만 해선 재미없을 터.
나도 사색이란 걸 즐기는 사람이라고.
그랬는가?
시계 대가리. 당분간 누구 살릴 일도 없는데 오늘 하루만 1인분 줄이야. 괜찮지?
Aren't you going to ask Vergilius for permission too?
열받네.
I think I'm starting to get a handle on how to manage Heathcliff.
잘 되었군요, 히스클리프. 이번에는 쓸모가 있는 알람이었던 것 같습니다.
Then?
네, 거울 던전 쪽에서 문의 변화가 유의미하게 일어난 것 같습니다. 단테, 제안해주신 휴식은?
Yeah, I know. I knew something like this was going to happen anyways. Hi, Virgie.
그렇군요. 그럼 변화가 감지된 곳으로 이동하도록 하겠습니다.
Apples are so good. There was something odd about the way Faust and Vergilius were looking at me, but I was too busy to worry about the two of them. I had to somehow convince the sinners, who had their long-awaited proper break taken away from them as soon as it started, to get to work. I forgot to ping my server. Goddamn. Let me do that really quick. There you go.
또 막혀있던 곳에 새로운 문이 생겼군.
The keep out tapes have also disappeared. Interesting.
이번엔 문이 좀 푸르스름하네요.
원래 있던 문들은 어디 갔죠? 이런 색은 아니었던 것 같은데.
The door look a bit, The door did look a bit blue this time. It looks like every new mirror and dungeon door will have a different design. And disappear from time to time, I guess. I can hear rolling waves from the other side, I think.
단말에서 넘어온 정보에 따르면 이번 뒷문의 변화로 발생한 신규 공간을 호수의 거울로 호칭하기로 정한 것 같군요.
Ishmael's eyebrows twitched.
저번에 이상 씨 때도 그렇고
Yep.
무작위로 이런 새로운 공간이 만들어진다고 하기에는 굉장히 수감자 친화적인 변화네요. 파우스트 씨.
메피스토펠레스의 엔진은 황금가지가 수복될 때마다 감응하도록 설계되어 있습니다. 버스의 뒷문 역시 엔진의 힘을 통해 만들어진 것.
Interesting.
황금가지와 직접적인 연관이 있었던 수감자들의 사건에 영향을 받는 것도 무리는 아니겠죠.
그 말은 앞으로 다른 황금가지를 회수할 때마다 새로운 공간이 만들어지는 건 확정적이라는 뜻이겠네요.
I mean, we've been getting a new zone, but yeah.
확률은 높습니다.
그렇군요. 네, 설명해줘서 고맙네요.
Yep. Ishmael's willingness to sharply and boldly question all things suspicious did not change at all. But, or maybe she just didn't like the fact that the word lake was even brought up. After the events at the Great Lake, maybe she was starting to take care not to be as blunt and scathing toward her fellow sinners. Not more than necessary, anyways. That's good. I'm relieved.
잠시. 문제가 하나 더 있다.
Oh, hey, Otis.
말씀하시죠.
황금가지는 분명 회수 후 LCCA를 통해 본사로 이송된다고 들었다. 이 자리에 존재하지도 않는 것이 그런 영향을 끼칠 수 있는 건가?
Magic.
그 질문에 대답하기 위해서는 조금 긴 시간을 필요로 할 것 같네요.
We got all day.
상관없다.
Wait, Otis, how about we try to wrap this up as quickly as we can? Oh, you son. You better get to some place that's not constantly swaying. Yusong's really not having a good time out here. Oh
짧지 않은
boy.
휴식을 갖는다 하여 약을 먹지 않았어. 미안하오.
Oh, go take your meds.
결론만 듣지.
요약하자면 황금가지는 수복 후 본사에 이송되어 특정 절차를 거쳐 조율을 하게 됩니다. 조율 과정이 마무리되면 메피스토펠레스의 엔진과 황금가지가 내보내는 파장이 맞물려 공명을 일으키게 되죠. 관리자의 머리에 있는 황금 가지와도 함께.
Oh. Excuse me. That's how it works?
그 과정이 관리자님께 해를 끼치지는 않는 건가?
Like you give a shit out.
네, 뭐 보셔오셨다시피.
일단 회수하면 반응하는 건가? 알았다.
저기 이제 지루하게 설명 듣는 시간은 끝난 거야?
빨강.
빨리 강의는 끝내라고.
Boss, this dungeon. We have to enter it now, don't we? I felt like I was going back on my promise after telling everyone that we could relax. I didn't like this one bit. But I think I already knew what Boss was going to say.
파우스트는 가능한 빠르게 새로운 공간을 탐색할 것을 권장해드리고 싶습니다. 데우스에서 육지로 돌아갈 때까지의 시간이 남았고 특별히 해야 할 일도 없는 상황에선 거울 던전에서의 자원 확보와 성장이 적절한 활동이 될 테니.
Alright. Me too.
관리자님, 말씀하신 것을 번복하는 일이 마음에 들지는 않으실 수 있겠지만 저희의 남은 여정을 고려해 보았을 때 이 새로운 공간에서 얻을 수 있는 자원과 전투 경험은 게을리하기 어려운 것들이라고 사료됩니다.
Okay. I nodded affirmatively. The sinners each began grumbling and aired their woes, but they still prepared to head into the dungeons once again. Thus we entered the newly formed door. Cool. And that was it. I forgot. Do we get to do this now? It's still locked. Conto 8. What the frick? I haven't done this one yet. Mirror of Names and Spiders. Or well, I think I did it once actually. I don't know. But we're not doing this right now. So alright, Mini-1 was so short. That's why it's called a mini. Anyways, Intervallo III, Miracle and District 20. Interesting. Clear 6 to 48 to unlock the hard mode. Ooh. Tedium. As our voyage on the lake extends, the list of things to keep the sinners entertained grows ever smaller. In a way, it sounds like a serious problem, but
뭐 재미있는
있는 일 따윈 없다. 30번째 똑같은 말을 하는 것도 재주군. 혹시 말을 한 뒤에 곧바로 까먹기라도 하는 거라면
정확히는 28번째. 30번이 채워지면 후두보에 손상이 있던 건 아닌지 확인하려던 참이었다.
안다고 알아. 얼마나 지루하면 내가 이러겠어. 할 게 없으니까 이러지. 100개만 게임도 이제 질렸다고.
잘 됐네. 그러면 이 갈매기 밥 주는 거랑 꼬박꼬박 해줘. 너희들이 다 질려서 내가 도맡아하고 있잖아.
We have a seagull?
그러게. 어차피 호수를 벗어나면 원래 살던 곳으로 돌려보낼 거면서 왜 그렇게 정을 붙인 거예요?
아, 출근하잖아. 눈빛이 좀.
I think he wanted to take care of her, Gregor.
그냥 갈매기의 눈빛인데요.
Goddamn. It was abundantly clear that the sinners were starting to slowly expire from sheer boredom. Well, it's not really a problem that has a solution. And I had zero interesting stories to tell, considering that I'm an amnesiac, so... all I could do was sit here and watch the sinners suffer. Putting them through the daily trials of the mirror dungeons wasn't the most exciting activity either. Not my favorite chore to do as well, yeah. Speaking of which, Heathcliff appears to be the one least affected by this mess. Well, not that he has... what? Not that he was all calm and aloof, that is. Yeah? I'd say he's anxious.
저기 베르길리우스.
Huh? Me too. We're not gonna do this 12 times, are we? Okay, I was like, we're not gonna go through every sinner gasping, are we? A frosty silence descended upon the sinners. And the source of that frost was the inexplicable event that played out before their eyes.
히스클리프? 미쳤나요? 드디어?
면담의 부작용인가? 겁대가리 상실증 그런 거야?
Heathcliff.
좀 다물어봐. 미친 것도 아니고 겁대가리 사라진 것도 아니니까.
제법이군, 히스클리프. 이 기행을 지나오면서 지금 이 순간만큼 놀라운 일은 드물었는데. 말해, 왜 나를 불렀지?
뭐야. 다음으로 가는 건 T사 맞지?
Oh, wait. This is Heathcliff's Kanto, isn't it? Is it? Mind you, I don't know whose Kanto is the next one. So I did not want to know, and I wanted to find out eventually, but I'm guessing it's Heathcliff.
내가 굳이 대답해야 하나?
당신 알잖아. 내가 왜 이러는지.
뭐 조급해하지 않아도 된다. 이놈이나 저놈이나 그걸 잘 못하는 것 같지만 흐름대로라면 네 약속에 늦는 일은 결코 없을 테니.
Since what? Since I had no context for any of that, all I could do was sit here and watch as Heathcliff scratched the back of his head. I'm still out of the loop, but Heathcliff must be really anxious about something if he's willing to talk to Vigilius first. And after all that...
아니, 약속보다 중요한 게...
Heathcliff turned around to face us.
야, 너네들 중에 혹시 뭐 T사랑 관련된 놈 손 좀 들어봐.
Oh, okay. I mean, doesn't you... I think Isan?
손 들었어. 알다시피
Yeah,
과거에
I remember
T사에
correctly.
잠시 살았던 적은 있소만.
아니, 당신은 지나왔잖아. 그럼 역시 곧 있으면. 하지만 아직도 이 정신 나간 호수 한가운데가.
Not too long though. I don't think, at least.
시계대가리, 지금이 며칠이더라?
It is the 2nd of March, 2026. How would I know?
뭐? 시계 달고 있는데 왜 날짜를 몰라?
Doesn't mean much. But clocks and calendars are completely different things.
아우 히스 한숨만 벌써 30번째야. 버스 바닥 좀 확인해봐. 쟤 때문에 움푹 파였을 것 같으니까.
말해요, 히스클리프. 그쪽의 차례가 온 거죠? 무엇이 됐든 준비가 필요한 거고요.
이 정도면 뭐 숨길 것도 없겠네.
Oh, okay. I got scared. After some time.
그러니까 요약하자면 아무래도 이스마엘 다음은 히스클레프 차례인 것 같고
Mm-hmm.
그 근거가 될 만한 물건을 저번 면담 때 베르길리우스에게 전달받았고
Mm-hmm.
그 물건에 의하면 T사에 갈 때 멋지게 차려입을 옷이나 꾸미는 작업이 필요한데
계속 호수에 떠 있으니까 마음이 초조해져서 대체 어떻게 해야 할지 모르겠다는 거군요.
Mm-hmm.
그래, 그러니까
근데 아니 그건 뭐 육지에 내리거나 해야 해결할 수 있는 일 아닌가?
아우 뭘 그런 걸 가지고 얼을 타고 있어. 히스 육지에만 내리면 그런 건 내가 도와줄 테니까 걱정하지 말라고.
Pretty Anne will probably be perfect for that, yeah. She's the fancy type.
애초에 육지에 언제 내릴 줄 알고.
단테, 수감자들의 예정된 업무 시간에 도달했습니다.
Oh, sure. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. I reflexively said my usual routine piece as the light alarm played.
뭐 별일도 아니야.
What?
비가 낭자한 단막극이라도 볼 수 있을 줄 알았건만.
뭐 대드는 게 아니었다는 건 다행이네요.
The sinners each got up from their seats, yawned and stretched, and one by one disappeared into the back door.
시계 대가리에 대가리만 없는 게 아니라 눈치도 없었던 거냐?
Huh? Sorry. But Gregor isn't completely wrong, is he?
말이라도 좀. 아.
Regilius and Charon also walked into the back door, mocking grins on their faces. And I was left alone in the ship's cabin, standing awkwardly next to a severely crestfallen Heathcliff. Yeah, Don? Wait. There was another.
히스클리프군!
Mm-hmm.
넌 왜 여기 남아 있냐? 가서 T사에서만 만날 수 있다는 해결사 나으리들에 대해 떠들러 가야지.
그런 거야 나중에 해도 충분하오. 그보다 히스클리프군 내게 잘 보이는 것이 좋을 거요.
이게 뭐라고?
잠시만 이야기가 안 끝났어. 관리자 나리와 이리로 조용히 오게나.
She's so cute. Don Quixote wore a confident smile. She slowly, gingerly walked over to presently and temporarily vacant Charon's seat and whispered ever so silently to us.
본인에게
Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you. It's funny because I kept like thinking and before starting just like, oh yeah, remember to take off the death counter. And then I forgot eventually. Yes, we've had 21 deaths in Limbus so far. Only 21. I'm kidding. Attempting offer. Miracle and District 20? Yes. Intervallo 3.
기가 막힌 수라는 건 뭐냐?
I don't think there were words in this world expressive enough to describe that look on Heathcliff's face. We're all Ricardo. Yeah. It was certain that they had very scant expectations for Don Quixote and her plans, but there was the silver of hope in his face that maybe, just maybe, Don Quixote might rise to the occasion for once. Yeah. It was unclear whether Heathcliff's internal struggle mattered much to Don Quixote. However, she began excitedly describing her plan.
히스클리프군, 그대는 제 번째 협회 출신인 아주 옛날에 존재했던 전설의 해결사 붉은 주머니를 아시는가?
붉은... 뭐... 베르길리우스 같은 그런 거냐?
붉은 주머니는 조수인 사슴맨과 함께 도시 곳곳을 누비며 어떠한 가혹함이 있는 곳이더라도 반드시 배달 업무를 해냈다고 전해지네.
I don't feel like being M200 right now, but you know, you're right about Yvonne looking like Iron Mouse, not gonna lie. I low-key, I really thought she was, and then like the little thingy she has on the side, it really makes her look like Iron Mouse. But I do not know, so yeah, my apologies. Red Sack carried out his deliveries no matter how terrible the terrain or how arduous the journey to all corners of the city. Sounds like Sam Porter Bridges to me. Oh, you're talking about Santa.
해결사 잡지에서 매년 겨울에 표지로 등장하시는 분이건만 어찌 모르는가?
Don Quixote asked, sounding genuinely shocked to learn that Heathcliff did not know of this red sack.
내가 그런 걸 왜 보냐?
어허, 그런 거라니. 관리자 나리, 그대는 들어보았겠지?
Girl, I have amnesia. I probably have, but I do not remember. I knocked on my ticking clock head. I didn't really feel like the need to spell it out for her.
결국 아무도 구독하지 않았단 말인가? 그렇게 부러지지며 자네들에게 열심히 홍보했건만. 아무튼 중요한 건 우리 히스클리프 군이 누구에게도 꿀리지 않을 빼어나고 멋들어진 단장을 해야 한다는 점 아니겠는가?
Kind of.
이제야 이야기가 본론으로 들어가네. 계속해봐.
Okay, you know, I was kind of having a thing for Gregor, but there's also like a little side thing of that where like Heathcliff, kind of, a little bit, a tiny bit, like there's something there. I don't know.
본인은 아주 잘 알고 있네. 그 꽃단장을 참고할 최고의 롤 모델이 바로 붉은 주머니와 조수 사슴맨의 복장이란 걸.
아, 느낌 싸한데. 그 석양의 어쩌고들 같이 괴상한 옷을 입은 거 아니냐?
I don't think that's the same. It was. Are those the mariachi ones?
그리고 석양의 해결사 코스프레를 해주지도 않았으면서 어떻게 그리 말할 수 있는가? 제대로 입어보지도 않고 그런 말을 하면 안 되는 것이란 말이네.
Sally, I'm pretty sure she's limited, and unfortunately, that thing, you can't borrow units from France. Only factory blueprints. Sad. Oh, that kind of sucks. But yeah, I kind of half understood all of that, but I get the gist.
되게 거들먹거리길래 혹시나 했는데 또 그놈의 해결사 어쩌고 하는 헛소리냐?
Maybe let's look at the outfits and maybe they're presentable.
지금은 그럴 힘도 없으니까 일단 5대 달아놔라.
When the silver of hope on Heathcliff's face was beginning to rapidly fade,
지금까지 보아온 해결사들은 어떠했는가?
뭐?
해결사들이 우스꽝스러웠는가? 떠올리시게 오히려 멋지고 정돈된 차림이 아니었는가? 눈과 마음을 열고 단호하게 말해보시게.
today is Don Quixote's birthday. Okay, it's gonna be Quixote's birthday in 40-ish minutes, 43 minutes. So we're almost there. Oh, that's cute. Happy birthday, Don. Early happy birthday.
K사에서 봤던 그 쫄쫄이는 다시 생각해도 웃긴데?
아니! 지금 브리티시는 우습지 않소. 그 코스튬 멋있잖소. 그 소재에 대해 말하자면
Alright, Quixote. I thought she was about to be based and being like, yeah, he kind of looked really like a loser. But no, she's like defending him. I was like, okay, never mind. Never mind.
실례했소. 에이? 돌아오시오, 히스클리프군. 네, 아직 말이 안 끝났단
Real.
말이오.
오늘따라 왜 이렇게 팔팔한 거야?
물론 지크프리트시 같은 스페셜한 분도 있지만 대부분의 해결사는 멋있게 차려입고 무엇보다 고귀하지 않았는가?
Examples, please.
고기? 그건 잘 모르겠고 그럴싸한 옷을 입고 있는 사람도 있었던 것 같기도.
바로 그거요. 본인을 잘 따라와주기만 한다면 그들의 멋있는 복장을 그대로 채워낼 수 있어.
그런가? 에이, 젠장. 반박하려고 해도 내가 옷이나 꾸미는 거에 대해 뭘 알아야지.
Lee Association fixtures. Close enough. I know I like the Liu outfits a lot, so. Also, hi, Dracomedy.
그래서 그런 옷들을 어디서 구하는데? 솔직히 아까 다른 놈들이 말한 대로 육지에 가기 전에 뭘 구하기도 어렵잖아.
I think we had the budget to pick up some nice clothes. I don't think we could not.
본인이 다 그것까지 생각하여 말하는 것이네.
Regilius, can we have the credit card?
어제 이 버스 안에 경보가 울렸던 것을 기억하는가?
Now that I think about it, there was a siren yesterday. It went off not long ago. What? It went off not long before I announced the close of the business for the day. But Foss said that the backdoor volatility wasn't anything for us to worry about.
본인은 궁금했네. 도당체 파우스트군은 무엇을 보고 그렇게 판단하는지. 그래서 다들 뒷문으로 들어가려 소란스러울 때 조심스럽고도 은밀히 이 몸 홀로 앞으로 나아가 그 화면을 들여다보고 말았지.
So you took a peep at the screen.
그 복잡한 기호들을 네가 알아먹을 수 있다고?
본인도 알아챌 것이라는 생각을 갖고 들여다본 것은 아니었다만 거기에 있었던 문양은 의외로 추측하기 쉽더군.
The snowman's? I don't know.
바로 붉은 주머니와 사슴맨의 상징, 그리고 멋들어진 옷을 의미하는 문양이 있었던 게지.
You sure, Quixote?
그렇게 간단할 리가.
No way. Yeah, no. It can't be that simple. I agree with Heathcliff. However, Don Quixote remained enthusiastic as ever, as though she was already expecting him to say that.
알고 있는가? 뒷문 안에 있는 무수한 문들에는 문양이 종종 나타난다는 것을.
One second.
뭐?
쉬러 갈 때마다, 지나칠 때마다, 생각날 때마다 본인은 그걸 유심히 지켜보았지. 그리고 바로 어제 그 화면에 나타났던 문양과 완전히 같은 것이 있는 문을 복도에서 찾았네.
Don Quixote, you didn't.
미안하네, 관리자나리. 본인에게 잘못이 있다면 이 끓어오르는 모험 기제를 죽이지 못한 것일 테지. 하지만 그 문을 잠깐, 아주 살짝만 열고 내부를 관찰했을 때 본인의 모든 추리와 추측이 맞아 떨어졌다는 말을 듣는다면 정상 참작을 부탁할 수 있지 않겠는가?
대체 이 새끼는 하지 말라는 걸 왜 자꾸 하는 거야?
Right, Heathcliff. I just don't understand why some people keep doing things that everyone tells them not to. I remember when Heathcliff ignored all the warnings and went into the restricted areas past the area of court. Why am I dyslexia or something? I don't know, whatever. The restricted areas past the area of the corridor that we're allowed to use. We almost lost Heathcliff that day. I remember that. It was a tad different this time, however. Back then, Heathcliff had no idea what was beyond that door. And this time, we do. Are you suggesting that we call everyone over to explore that place?
아니, 우리 셋으로 족하지 않겠는가? 셋이면 딱 적당하다네. 모든 이야기는 항상 셋에서 시작하지.
You're just scared of the consultation, aren't you?
무슨 소린지 모르겠군.
No. The answer to this predicament was right there. Tell them that it's too dangerous and shove them back into their respective rooms to rest up for tomorrow.
관리자나리, 그 안은 정말 평화로운 것 같아 보였어. 우리는 그저 히스클리프 군이 입으로 몇 벌을 가지고 나오면 그만일 뿐이지 않은가?
It was obvious that Don Quixote wasn't helping Heathcliff out of the pure kindness of her heart. Maybe she hungered for an adventure, or maybe she thought she might be able to do that cosplay of the fixture she admired. Oh. All right. We'll be fine. We have, what's the name? I forgot the name, but we have that really good ID of Heathcliff. Oh no, and we also have a good ID for Don Quixote. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Wait, did I miss something? Yeah, Wild Hunt and Sancho. We'll be fine. But if we can find Heathcliff some nice clothes to put his heart at ease, then... Hi, Ismail. Maybe I can do something about this before things get out of control. Like I did last time when I just let a sinner's anxiety stew and exacerbate. Yeah. Fine. But we're turning around as... blah, blah, blah. Around at the first sign of danger. Yes, sir. Or ma'am.
진심으로 하는 말이냐?
Yep. We're not taking risks. Fuck you too. Come on. You were willing to do it if it meant that you could pick up some clothes.
뭐 시계 대가리까지 붙으면 괜찮겠지.
Mm-hmm.
잘 결정했어. 그럼 오늘 밤 관리자 나리의 방문 앞에서 우리가 문을 똑똑똑똑 하고 두들기면 나리께서는 암으로.
We don't have to do all this.
들어가라.
Just get some sleep. I really hope this won't be a waste of time. We agreed on a precise time before returning to our respective dorms or rooms. We'll be fine. An unexpected journey. Oh, just combat straight away. So I guess we didn't turn back right away, huh? Yeah, we got Sancho and Wild Hunt, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Fucking creeps me out. A dark, silent night. All are sound asleep.
가서 별거 없기만 해봐.
한치의 거짓도 없다네. 자, 이쪽으로.
Quixote just like... So cute. We quietly and sneakily follow Don Quixote, taking care to not make a noise. Are we really crossing this line?
아이씨, 내가 이거 넘었다가 어떻게 된 줄 모르냐?
Dude, Heathcliff's big bat, and I thought Dante was T-posing for a second. Nah.
본인은 다르네. 그저 이 선 넘어 오른쪽 복도를 조금만 따라가서 바로 앞에 있는 문을 열기만 하면.
Based on what? Dude, to Heathcliff's big ass. Mighty! The fuck you mean? Also, hi. So these are the symbols she was talking about. Past the door, through the window, the symbols Don Quixote mentioned shimmered, symbols that seemed to indicate a sack, a wrapped present, and what appeared to represent fancy clothes. So they're the sack and the reindeer man symbols. Oh, I should be whispering to be in this. Hold on. Before I even had the chance to stop him, Heathcliff barged into the door. And we found ourselves almost getting dragged in by his sheer fervor. We found ourselves in a rather sizable room. This place was decorated with numerous Christmas-themed ornaments. Warm, cozy lighting reflected off the wooden flooring, and a maze of conveyor belts were installed all over the place. This place is A factory.
그러하네.
저것들은 또 뭐냐? 조그마한 꼬맹이 같은 게.
Huh?
이보게! 이 돈키호테가 왔네!
이 새끼 뭐 하는 거야?
The little figures Heathcliff indicated didn't exactly look like children. They all froze for a moment before turning around in our direction. They weren't humans, that's for sure.
아, 가만히 있어 보게. 본인이 다 이야기해둔 것들이 있다네.
It's so funny how she speaks. It's so... I don't know, man. It's so... Ugh. I have already parlayed with these fellows. What happened to the sneakiest of peaks?
야, 시계 대가리. 뭐가 온다.
A small but larger than others around it figure scurried over and stood before us.
아이고, 돈키호테 나으리가 오셨음.
Oh, hi.
이번에도 예상하지 못했던 곳에서 갑자기 뿅 나왔음.
I remember in the PM streams, I think they mentioned they'd voice the Intervallos. Like... In fact, this wasn't originally voiced. Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, because last Interval we didn't have it voiced either. That's fair. That makes sense. Or well, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'm just saying shit. Don't listen to me. I don't remember. I have amnesia. Who's this, Don Quixote?
우리에게 멋진 선물을 주실 분일세.
He rubbed his hands, or what I assumed to be hands, together, looked up at us, and started.
반갑숨. 돈키호테 나으리의 친구 되시는 분들인가 보.
We have amnesia, the dark descent, indeed.
저는 도도루라고 하옴. 이 선물 공장에서 선물을 만드는 일을 하는 놈이움.
A gnome?
그렇네. 놈일세.
Was that supposed to be obvious? What are gnomes anyway? So they're not humans, right?
그렇소. 이들은 사람이 아니라 놈이니까 말이오.
그렇다움. 인간은 아닌 것이움.
We've been gnomed.
도시엔 인간만 있을 수 있다고 들었던 것 같은데.
Don't worry about it. They're not They're not abnormalities or distortions either. There's something else.
도시? 역시나.
Huh?
뭐 사람인지 아닌지가 중요하겠는가? 중요한 건 어떤 마음으로 어떤 일을 하는가일세.
맞는 말씀이용 나으리.
Didn't that Dodoru gnome say something weird about the city just now?
나만 그렇게 느낀 거 아니지?
그보다움.
This Dodoru cut in our conversation.
친구분들께서는 원하시는 선물이 있으신지요? 이를테면 멋진 옷이라던가 강력한 무기라던가 맛있는 과자도 있다움.
멋진 옷? 있는 거냐?
관심 가는 게 있으신 거였나 봄? 자자자자, 그럼 잠시 이쪽으로.
The gnome said something about introducing us to the reception hall and led us to a certain room and his scurrying gait. This seems more like a storage space than a reception hall.
여기 따뜻한 벽난로도 있고 탁자도 있고 참으로 따뜻하고 아늑한 공간이로군.
Quixote, fucking lock in.
거기에 더해 맛있는 다과도 준비해 두었음.
Where are the clothes though?
조금만 기다리시면 금방 원하시는 선물을 가져다 드리겠습니다.
Bait used to be believable, but then we had people who bite the bait way too often. The gnome bowed and opened the door and scuttled out of the room. Are reception halls usually this barren? I've never been in one before, so I had no idea if this was what they were supposed to look like. I had to ask. Especially because it was starting to get pretty obvious, even with my rather limited experience, that there was something off about this whole situation. He looks ripped in general, it's kind of weird.
요새는 이런 감성도 유행이라는 말을 들은 것 같소.
Where did you hear this, Don?
나도 들은 적 있어.
Huh?
공사 하다가 만 것 같은 곳에 대충 물건 몇 개 쌓아두는 게 더 인기가 있다던데.
I guess. Is that what this is?
관리자 나리는 마음 놓으시게. 본인이 책임지고 멋진 선물을 받아낼 것이니.
Just built different.
여차하면 들고 나를 수도 있을 거고 슬쩍 보니 번쩍번쩍한 게 고급스러운 물건들을 포장하는 것 같았다고.
도둑질은 안 돼요. 벌써 헤어 쿠폰 데이를 잊었는가?
알았어.
Yeah, we don't want another brother coming up. Please, refrain from thievery. Heathcliff was as foul-mouthed as always, but it was evident that his relaxing expression, that his anxiety was starting to ease. His arm generally looked like the tank from Left 4 Dead. I don't know. I haven't played that much Left 4 Dead to know. Maybe the fact that we're here, about to find what we're looking for, was a comforting thought. Heathcliff, is it that important that you dress well for this occasion? A rather delicate but gently smoldering hearth, calm, silent air, and a perfect atmosphere to bring up uncomfortable subjects for some honest heart-to-heart. Or is someone waiting for you there? Someone who you'd like to dress up for?
뭐 아예 틀린 말은 아니긴 한데.
비밀 이야기인가?
Dawn, hush. I'm talking to him. Don Quixote excitedly and loudly dragged her chair up close to Heathcliff.
나는 보란 듯이 성공해서 돌아가야만 해.
Aww.
적어도 예전에 굴러먹던 그 망나니 히스클리프라고 생각할 수는 없도록.
Ooh.
그러니까 고급스럽고 멋진 옷으로 그럴싸하게 보이는 건 내게 엄청 중요한 거라고.
Aw, sweetheart.
누군가 그대를 배 아프게라도 했는가?
Is this about revenge? Like Ismail? Don't compare them. Heathcliff leaned back in his chair. It creaked as he rocked gently back and forth. There was a look of deep introspection on his face, which was, if my memory serves me right, a first.
뭐 복수라면 복수겠네. 근데 지금 당장 드는 결심은.
Fun fact, pretty much every single Heathcliff ID has envy for one of his skills. Well, its skills. That's cool.
후회하게 해주겠다. 그게 더 맞는 것 같아.
Make her regret. What are we talking about?
나는 거기서 날 무시했던 놈들도 죄다 짓밟아 줄 거야.
Her who? Is this an ex?
나를 선택하지 않았던 걸 땅을 치고 후회할 수 없게.
Oh. Oh, brother. It's that type of thing, isn't it?
사실은 누구보다도 어울리는 사람이었다는 걸
Kathy?
캐시에게 증명할 거라고.
Funny enough, one of my chosen names early on when I was transitioning was Kathy. So that's funny. If I had sticking to Kathy, that would have been like a thing right now. Haven't read Wuthering Heights? I have not. I have not. No. Not that I remember. So. Kathy. Oh, okay. I wasn't going by Kathy, but it was Catherine. So for short, it was Kathy, so. Except Kurokomo Heathcliff, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Heathcliff's eyes tremble a little as he speaks her name. He's mentioned that name before. Has he? I don't remember. I have amnesia. His eyes trembled then too. This Kathy must be someone pretty important to you.
당연하지. 무진장 중요하지.
More information, please. So, what happened between the two of you? Between you and Kathy?
정확히 말하면 캐서린이지. 캐시라고도 부르는 거고.
That's cute. Kanto 6 has low-key engraved so deep into my brain that I can't look at any name or anything related to Wuthering Heights the same anymore. I see. What Wuthering Heights is, what is it again? Help my memory here.
길고 골치 아픈 이야기야.
It's a long and complicated story.
이 돈키호테의 감히 그 사람이 히스클리프구네.
Don't.
치고 있어.
The book Heathcliff is based on. I see. Wait, is that what she is to you?
아니야. 그런 것까진 아니야. 그렇다고 볼 수도 있을지도. 모르지만.
He's stuttering like Sinclair on a bad day. While his disposition was as brusque as always, I could clearly see that he couldn't stop himself from smiling from a mere mention of her name, and that gave me more than enough answers. Aww. Every sinner had a reason for joining Limbus Company, so... maybe Heathcliff joined Limbus Company for this Kathy person? Makes me wonder what kind of a person she might be, though. Someone that special, that precious to Heathcliff. For how he talks about her, it doesn't seem that she gives a shit.
왜 그렇게 아련한 말투냐? 징그럽게.
Now, I do this not out of my obligations as a manager, but I'm starting to think that I want to help you out so that you could be the best man you can be for her. Let's meet the girl first. Give me a sec.
그렇소. 다 함께. 멋쟁이 같아.
Oh. Oh. That looks like a lot of blood. I heard a door open in that very moment. Oh, and the music kicks in. Alright. Wrap it up. It wasn't the reception hall door. That one was made of wood and wouldn't make the sound that I just heard. This sound came from over there, away from us, from a dark corner of the room. Then, we heard sounds of metal scraping against the wood. It was accompanied by a howling blizzard. It's over for Donny Heathcliff gang. So those were sleigh marks, huh? The huge sleigh made its way across the wooden floor. On the marks that were already on the floorboards, it was flanked by several gnomes. The sleigh was red, and the sacks on it were either black or red. But they were all littered with flesh and blood.
도도로, 다음 선물 재료를 갖고 왔음.
Rudolta of the sleigh. Are we doing this?
허리가 다 쑤숑.
So we're really okay.
조금만 참으라옴. 그래도 선물 받을 친구들을 생각하면 뿌듯해서 고생은 금방 잊지 않겠음.
맞음.
The gaggle of gnomes who were walking in our direction as they chattered and gossiped froze in place upon noticing us.
왜 농땡이를 피고 있는 것이옴?
거기서 수다 떨지 말고 좀 도우라옴. 이번엔 양도 많고 몇 마리는 살려서 데려왔다옴.
Live ones. I think I saw some sacks of the sleigh move. No, they were thrashing, like something was trying to escape. Is that...
야, 무기 잡아라.
왜 그렇게 심각한 얼굴인 겐가? 저들은 그저 열심히
Dawn, lock in!
거기 누가 있는 거죠? 살려주세요! 여기서 꺼내줘요! 기쁘고 신나는 날이옴. 이놈은 싱싱한 놈인 듯 다음. 이럴 수가.
그런데 저것들 인간인가 봄?
도도로 실장이 잡아온 건가요? 어디서 저렇게 멀쩡하게 인간을 데려온 거지요?
자네들 설마...
아이고.
I could hear a familiar voice coming from the other door in the room as Don Quixote stood there flabbergasted.
도도루가 실수를 저질러 버렸음. 저것들을 다른 창고로 보내야 했는데 말이움. 너무 신경 쓰지 마시라움. 놈들끼리 하는 재밌는 놀이일 뿐이요. 아무 의미 없음.
I don't believe you. That's your excuse.
도도루공,
도도루 듣고 있음.
저 주머니에 들어있는 게 무엇인가?
그냥 선물 재료일 뿐인 것이움. 그나저나 돈키호테 나으리 요청하셨던 멋진 옷들을 제가 준비해 놓았단 말이움. 지금 바로 입으러.
그 재료라는 게 뭐란 말인가?
도도로 거짓말하기 지쳤음. 인간이잖아, 인간. 니놈들 같은 인간. 너희들 다른 창고로 들이라고 내가 나갈 때 말했음. 우리 공장 장난감 선물을 기다리는 많은 이웃에게 실망만 배송하고 싶은 것인가옴?
미안하오.
공장장님께 기대하시라고 그렇게나 말했는데요.
Huh. What was I thinking? This was absolutely not worth it.
네가 하는 생각 나도 똑같이 하고 있으니까.
Do you?
그딴 한숨 쉴 거면 어떻게 싸워야 할지 고민이나 한 번 더 하라고. 알았냐?
I guess we'll strategize. Yeah. Sitting here and feeling sorry for myself won't do anything. And never did. Got it.
모두 도구 꺼내라움. 이것이 바로 산지직송 아니겠음?
그래, 시원하게 덤벼라 이 땅꼬마 괴물들아.
Let's fucking go.
즐거움. 언제나 순탄치 않았고 때로는 어설펐지만 여러분과 함께하는 여행은 늘 제 마음을 설레게 만들었답니다. 그렇게 여기서 멈추고 싶지 않아요, 단테님.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
How does one behead a gnome? We'll certainly try.
언제나 순탄치 않았고 때로는 어설펐지만 여러분과 함께하는 여행은
Don't worry
늘 제
about it.
마음을 설레게 만들었답니다. 그렇게 여기서
He
멈추고
probably
싶지
just looked at
않아요,
me
단테님.
flabbergasted after I said that.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Did Heathcliff's thing come out during Christmas? Because if so, I
첫 여정을 시작했을
kind of sad for
때보다
missing that.
정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아왔는데도 지금은 감회가 새로워요.
목을
When
내놓고
Ray-
있도록 찢어 놓아주마. 비명을 질러라.
저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요?
목을 내놓고 있도록.
실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요.
Come on, Heathcliff.
항상 약장 불입이랍니다.
There we go.
기쁨이란 건
They
이런
do.
사소한 일에도 슬며시 따라오나 봐요. 모두가 노력한 덕분에 업무가 일찍 끝날 것 같은 지금처럼 말이에요.
가족을 위해
무차 잠들어라. 비명을 질러라. 하!
흐르는 비록을 쏟아내라.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에
목을 내놓고 있도록. 야! 찢어 밝혀주마. 품 속에서 찢어 밝혀주마. 찢어 놓아주마.
Beautiful.
봤어요, 단테님? 돌아오면 칭찬을 잔뜩 해주셔야겠는걸요?
꿰뚫려라.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
쏟아내라.
Nice.
기쁨이란 건 이런 사소한 일에도 슬며시 따라오나 봐요. 모두가 노력한 덕분에 업무가 일찍 끝날 것 같은 지금처럼 말이에요.
가족을 위해
비명을 질러라.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니
Same shit, I guess.
고요한 휴식.
We now are at the peak for me to start using the counter, so I'll do that. I'll do it there. I'll do that.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
꿰뚫려라. 꿰뚫리고. 꿰뚫려라. 꿰뚫리고. 꿰뚫려라.
꿰뚫려라.
무차 잠들어.
Well, they're all gonna be dead, honestly. At least I hope.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
Beautiful.
기쁨이란 건
Let's fucking go.
하늘씩 따라오나 봐요. 모두가 노력한 덕분에 업무가 일찍 끝날 것 같은 지금.
Alrighty, nothing to worry about. Just a couple gnomes.
이놈들 진짜 죽일
Okay, Heathcliff, don't be modest here.
본인의 불찰이요.
A little bit, yeah. The light of confidence had completely faded from Don Quixote's face. So did her enthusiastic voice. No, I should have thought this plan through. Well, if we were to find someone to blame, the biggest fault would lie with me, the manager. I should have maybe turned around the moment I sensed that something was off. I mean, we got to talk a little bit more with Heathcliff, so at least we got that. With that, Don Quixote marched toward the new abandoned sleigh. My legs are itchy. Several mutilated bodies tumbled to the ground as soon as Don Quixote undid the knot tying the sack.
진짜 예상은 했지만 직접 보고 싶지 않았는데.
It's creepy as fuck. There were a total of 7 or so people in the sack, but they were all missing a few limbs. They were barely breathing, and some of them had already perished. I've seen similarly worn and torn clothing in the back streets, but the clothing they wore was materials and styles that I had not seen before. The back door must have sent us pretty far. Boss did tell me that each district within the city had different cultures and such, so...
알바냐? 저것들도 조만간 숨이 끊길 거야. 시계를 돌려줄 수 있는 것도 아니고. 빨리 돌아가기나 하자.
Oh well.
아니, 여기 이 사람은 멀쩡한 것 같네. 이보게, 정신 차리게. 그대가 아까 도움을 요청하던 자인가?
The name is Ryoshu. Nice to meet y'all. Hi Ryoshu, welcome to the stream. Oh.
당신들은 누구세요?
Don't worry about it. We're just here.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는
Oh, we're still in here?
그러니 가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔.
Another fight. Okay.
우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
관리인가 아니면 애도인가.
함께하죠.
투입이군요.
각 정리요원은 위치로. 곧 열차 정리가 시작된다.
I guess we'll do this.
제가 앞에 서죠.
옷차림이 특이하신 분들이네요. 마을에서 오신 분들은 아닌 건가?
We're not from around these parts, apparently. The child was dressed in torn and faded clothing. From the way she looked at us, I could tell that she found us rather fascinating. She soon woke up from her momentary shock.
아무튼 구해주셔서 감사합니다.
You're welcome. You are on the Christmas story? Yes, I am. Intervallo 3 before Canto 6.
저는 크레용이라고 해요.
Aw, crayon. That's cute.
이빨태요.
The kid pointed at me and backed away in terror. Someone translate, please.
뭔 뚱딴지 같은 소리야. 저건 시계 대가리라고.
I wish I had a Sinclair to translate that. I don't know. God damn it. My name's Dante.
시계 대가리? 이빨 태엽은 시계같이 생겼다고 들었는데.
If only he was here.
하긴 이빨 태엽은 여기보다 저 밑에 있다고 했으니까. 그렇다면 처음 보는 괴물이네요. 괴물 아닐세. 저분은 우리의 자랑스러운 관리자 나리시니까.
Thanks for the intro, I guess.
하지만 째깍거리는 소리밖에 안 들리는데.
Someone translate.
그건 사정이 있으셔서. 아무튼 몸은 괜찮은 겐가?
Someone reiterate my words for me. Happy that happened or sorry that happened.
네. 같이 끌려오신 분들은 아닌 것 같지만.
The child looks at the mutilated corpse with a despondent look on her face. Don Quixote casts a sympathetic gaze.
이들은 모두 같은 마을의 이웃이었다는 것인 건가? 네. 하지만 곧 저희 마을에서 사냥꾼을 보내주실 거예요. 그분들이 오신다면 어떻게든 여기서.
Hunters? I wasn't sure what exactly she was talking about, so I was about to ask her what she meant. It's too late for this. But this reception hall storage room suddenly began to fill with gas of unknown origin.
이건 또 뭐야?
입을 막으시오.
Time to fight. Real. An odd plume of gas, its hue red and green, begins to fill the room.
이 용기는 제가 납치될 때랑
Oh. No, not yet. The three of them, including Crayon, passed out and slumped to the floor. Yes, something like this has happened before, when we walked right into a room full of toxic gas, which killed everyone. When did this happen before? Looks like this gas only knocked them out, though. That's a relief, at least. Kanto 1. Did it really? When I don't remember this in Kanto 1. Guess I should consider myself lucky that my clockhead isn't affected by these things. With Hopkins. God damn. I wish I could remember. I gotta hide. As soon as I hid myself in a corner, a crowd of gnomes rushed through the same door Dodoru came in from. Gas masks, so they used sleeping gas on us.
이건 도도로 실장이었던 것이지 않음?
여기저기 상태 좋은 걸 가져왔다고 자랑을 하고 다니더만 결국 이 꼬라지인 것이오. 한 놈, 두 놈, 세 놈. 수는 맞는 것 같음.
잠가루로 재웠으니 품질은 큰 문제 없을 거다.
자자, 얼른 옮기시오.
They picked up Don Quixote, Heathcliff, and Crayon one by one and loaded them onto the sleigh. With that, they left, closing the door behind them. And through it all, I couldn't do anything but watch. Right. Looks like this is my time to shine. I'll rescue the three of them. No way. I should have listened when Ishmael offered to teach me self-defense. What do I do? This harsh truth dawns on me every time we face total annihilation. The truth that, on my own, I am completely useless. If they were with us, I could at least bring them back. But none of the sinners are here with me. What good am I without blah, blah. What good am I without them? It's a miracle that I managed to survive this far.
신기하긴 뭐가 신기해요. 정신 차려요.
Oh, hey, Ishmael. Great. Now I'm hearing things.
환청이 아니에요, 관리자님. 저희가 왔다고요.
Oh, hey, my translator.
갑자기 너네 셋이 사라졌다고 해서 난리도 아니었다고. 오랜만에 심심하진 않았지만.
It happens. I bolted up and looked toward the voice. There, I saw another door. And from it, the rest of the sinners appeared one by one. Oh, hey everyone. Guys.
아이고, 덜 신선한 재료는 또 놓고 왔어. 네,
Hi.
이 소동에 대한 질문은 나중으로 미루죠, 단테.
Yeah,
우선 전투 명령을.
will do. Alrighty, time to smash some more gnomes.
즐거움. 언제나 순탄치 않았고 때로는 어설펐지만 여러분과 함께하는 여행은 늘 제 마음을 설레게 만들었답니다. 그렇게 여기서 멈추고 싶지 않아요, 단테님.
순식간에 끝내죠.
Oh, they're pretty. Okay. Alright.
휘말리기 싫으면 비켜!
단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요. 제가를 처음 쥔 형 누나들이랑 비슷한 느낌이네요. 아, 그러니까 어디가 비슷하냐면 힘을 얻은 분들 특유의 분위기가 똑 닮았답니다.
순식간에 끝내죠.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다
조용히
정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아하는데도 지금은 감회가 새로워요. 저기요! 움직임이 멈췄는데
Two of them staggered?
괜찮으신가요?
Okay.
단테님, 아무래도 의식을 잃으신 것 같아요.
I got 6. One of them is staggered. Okay. That's fine. 6 charge. Okay, we can wait for a bit.
순식간에 끝내죠.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
승객 무력 확인.
한 놈.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라
More of them.
수고
Yay.
많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니
How you got my guy?
끝에
9-7. Okay. 13. Alright. Time to pull out big guns. Alright. We got 1-on-1. Okay, never mind.
승객 무력 확인.
꿰뚫려라. 생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
편히 쉬시며 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니. 네, 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
보냈고.
저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 아, 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상
충전기는 점검.
불입이랍니다.
단숨에 정리.
추잡한
그게 또
예쁘네. 네 피분수.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
Nice.
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
Good job. We'll give this another 30 minutes and then we'll wrap it up. Or at least if you finish the interval early, then we'll wrap it up.
아니야, 이렇게 크게 웃으면 안 돼. 아름다움을 잃지 않게. 그리고
Oh, never mind. This is quite a longish intervallo. Okay. Touching reunion.
죽음 충동 억제, 관념 봉인.
Thanks for everyone. How did you find me?
뒷문으로 들어왔소.
버스 내부에서 관리자를 포함한 3명의 신호가 감지되지 않더군요.
그 즉시 수감자 전원을 대동한 수색이 진행되었소.
쉬라고 보낸 지 몇 분이나 됐다고. 이러면 곤란해, 단테.
Yeah, we'll try not to.
아무리 관리자님이라고 해도 이런 단독 행동은 큰 위험을 초래합니다. 주의해 주십시오.
Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry. So, how did you guys find us?
나의 추측이었소. 히스클리프 군은 시종일관 불안한 상태였지. 전후 상황을 고려하면 T사에 도착하기 전에 준비해야 할 것이 있는 것 같았소.
Yeah.
돈키호테 양은 이전 버스 경보가 있던 날 조금 늦게 뒷문으로 돌아왔소.
I see.
그리고 다음 날 나와 파우스트 양에게 도시에서 흔히 쓰이는 기호에 대한 설명이 묶인 책을
That's funny. It's like, yes, I'm very subtle about it. It's like, actually, can I borrow a book of how to decipher this thing that I'm not supposed to touch?
네, 파우스트가 몇 권 대여해 주었습니다.
돈키호테 양은 내내 내 옆에서 그 책을 읽으며 흥분된 표정으로 책을 뒤적거렸소. 나의 컨디션이 좋지 않아 말을 걸지는 못했으나 코스프레, 복장, 주머니 등의 단어를 계속 중얼거렸지. 이상의 일들을 종합하면 돈키호테 양은 버스의 경보에서 뭔가 자신을 혹하게 하는 기호를 찾았고.
I see.
문의 위치는 파우스트가 알고 있었기 때문에 결과적으로 이 공간에 도착할 수 있었습니다.
Crazy.
문까지 가는 동안 복도에 있던 존재들과 전투를 치렀다.
I imagine.
그나마 조무래기들이니까 다행이었지.
Yeah.
그런 상황에서
The tartness is really
수감자가
like
사망하기라도 한다면
settling in, so
영구적인 인원 손실을
I might take a
발생시킬
pause
수도
soon.
있습니다.
Yep.
이해하셨나요? 관리자님이 없는 상황에서 일어나는 전투는 저희에게 지극히 위험합니다.
복도 어딘가에서 시체가 되어 영영 되살아나지 못할 수도 있었다.
관리자님의 단독 행동이 얼마나 큰 위험인지, 그리고 책임이 얼마나 중한지 숙지해 주시면 좋겠군요.
Otis is being especially very, I mean, understandably so, but then, damn, okay.
관리자님은 반드시 살아남아야만 합니다. 아시겠습니까?
I've never seen Otis look at me like that. Her gaze was cold and ruthless.
이번엔 운이 좋았던 것입니다, 단테. 애초에 그 기회의 나열은 그런 식으로 때려 맞추듯 해석할 수 있는 것 또한 아니었고요.
You see, I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to say.
이 정도로 해두죠. 그보다
What is the fuck ass music playing in the background?
돈, 업,
Oh, look at that. There is reissue from Limbus Company.
그렇네요. 돈키호테 히스클리프. 그 두 명은 어디로 간 거죠?
Let's go meet them. Oh yeah, I told them exactly how the events transpired.
잘도 살아 있었네.
No idea. We're just that lucky.
관리자 양반. 나까지 덧붙이기엔 충분히 들었을 거라
We're in Santa's factory, but it's
어디야?
but instead of presents, it's bodies.
어이, 여기는 도시의 어느 구역이지? 이 추위를 봐서는 북부로라도 온 건가? 아니면
Santata didn't know we were fighting the Pillar Men.
이곳은 도시가
Yeah.
아닙니다.
Yeah. We are not in the city. Damn.
아니, 그게 무슨 말이야?
We're in other jurisdictions.
단어 그대로 해석하시면 됩니다. 저기 널브러져 있는 노움이라는 지성체들은 외곽에 사는 생명체.
In the outskirts. God damn. Santata was the one they fight before the three show up later. Oh,
흔히 외곽의 괴물이라고 불리는 존재입니다.
I see.
아우, 호수에서 그렇게 질리도록 싸워놓고 또 괴물이야?
God, I'm tired. They weren't exactly like the whales, though. We could communicate with the gnomes. They were just like people, except smaller.
외곽의 다른 지역과 존재들이라니. 상황만 여유로웠다면 마음 놓고 탐구했겠네요. 그런데 이곳은 전반적으로 노움의 키에 맞춰서 설계된 구조물인 듯하군요.
Sorry, Santana. Named after the singer. That makes more sense.
여기가 외곽이라면
Santata sound a little bit too silly.
저희가 들어온
Theoretically.
문이 닫히지만 않는다면요.
Does someone want to guard the doors so we make sure that no gnomes enter in Mephistopheles? I don't want to deal with gnomes on the bus.
아직은 열려 있는 것 같다.
Mirasol, would you care to be by the door? You're tall and you're like this tower, and I feel like they would be very scared of you the most.
만약에 닫히면요?
Do we have any of those like door holders, like, you know, those like little like triangle thingies that you just put at the bottom? We can put one of those.
뜻밖의 여정이 시작되겠죠. 외곽에서 도시까지 직접 돌아가야 할 테니 기나긴 여정이 되겠죠.
Holy shit, okay. Isn't that a bit dangerous? Don't.
여기서 무슨 소리가 자꾸 나옴? 얼레?
Oh, hi.
여기 노다지가 걸어다니고 있음. 죄다 도구 챙겨서 튀어오라오.
단테, 이쪽 뒤로 오시게.
The doors slammed open, and gnomes began flooding into the room. We prepared ourselves for battle. Alrighty. Let's get through this.
즐거움. 언제나 순탄치 않았고 때로는 어설펐지만 여러분과 함께하는 여행은 늘 제 마음을 설레게 만들었답니다. 그렇게 여기서 멈추고 싶지 않아요.
전열이 무너졌군.
제가를 처음 쥔 형 누나들이랑 비슷한 느낌이네요. 아, 그러니까 어디가 비슷하냐면 힘을 얻은 분들 특유의
순식간에
분위기가
끝내죠.
똑 닮았답니다.
보냈고.
전열이 무너졌군.
그대 또한 잠들게. 이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
고귀하게.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아왔는데도 지금 감회가 새로워요.
Beautiful.
여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요. 이 풍진 세상에서
God,
힘껏
there's so
살아가느라
many of them,
수고
dude.
많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하자.
I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. If it's the last thing I do.
제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
휘말리기 싫으면 비켜.
Holy.
한결 낫네요. 단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요.
보냈고.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니.
Fuck him up.
마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 아, 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
God damn. Unloaded the full clip on that guy.
사람이랑 닮은 부분도 있긴 하지만 역시 사람은 아니네요. 노움이라는 건.
They're just pocket size.
희한한 말투를 쓰는 것 빼곤 이 정도로 말이 통하는 괴물. 아니, 괴물이라고 말하는 게 맞을까요?
If they didn't eat humans, then maybe not. But since they do, they can be considered monsters.
정의하기 나름입니다. 누군가는 괴물이라고 말할 테고 누군가는 다른 종족이라고 하겠죠.
I appreciate your analysis, but we should probably get moving. We still don't know where Heathcliff and Don Quixote are.
역시 오늘도 맞는 말씀만을 하시는군요, 관리자님.
Stop it, Altus.
외곽은 평소 우리의 작전을 진행하는 곳보다 위험도가 높다. 관리자의 신변을 보호하기 위해서는 좀 더 체계적인 계획을.
Boom.
뭐 제일 쉬운 방법은 그 둘을 버리고 가는 거긴 하지만 그게 최선은 아니니까요.
Good one. Ishmael kicked open the door the gnomes rushed in from.
가요. 관리자님도 시키고 그 둘도 구하면 되잖아요.
Sounds good to me.
한 자루는 죽어 떠난 자에 대한 축하를. 한 자루.
This is a really long intervallo. Not complaining necessarily, it's just that I don't remember the other intervallo previous being this long. Or well, I guess it kind of was, because it was like the chicken one. So like, yeah, it was like a tiny bit, but I don't remember it being long, but I could just be misremembering. Oh Lord. Find the pair. It's more the fights being very same, maybe compared to the other intervallos. I see. Let's move a little bit forward. I'll try pushing a tiny bit through. Oh, just more.
비록 함께 전장에 나서는 건 아니지만 저희를 이끌어주는 건 단테님만 할 수 있는 일이에요.
Story-wise, it's alright. It has to explain the outskirts to people who don't know. That's fair. I don't mind that. Or rather, I'd explain than just.
집속불 뇌파 충전.
take for granted. And I am sort of curious to have a look, an inside look into what the outskirts look like. What does the everything outside of the city's jurisdiction looks like?
제가를 처음 쥔 형 누나들이랑 비슷한 느낌이네요. 아, 그러니까 어디가 비슷하냐면 힘을 얻은 분들 특유의 분위기가 똑 닮았답니다.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
편히 쉬시게.
여기선 이런
I think
공부를
after this fight I'm gonna
하시네요.
wrap it up. I'm too tired.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요.
And there's something I have to do
이제
right
모든 짐
before I go to bed.
놓으셨으니
I'm gonna do my
끝에
best not to
고요한
forget.
휴식이 있기를. 집속불 뇌파 충전.
승객 무력 확인.
At least you should be able to finish this by tomorrow. And then we can start Contest 6 by next week. It's what I'm predicting,
이
but
풍진
I'm not
세상에서
sure.
힘껏 살아가느라
We'll see how it goes.
수고 많으셨어요.
When right,
이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니
단숨에 정리.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
이쁘네. 네 피분수.
그대 또한 잠들게.
한결 낫네요. 저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니
look him up.
마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상
전열이
약간
무너졌군.
불입이랍니다.
꿰뚫려라. 생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
Holy shit, okay.
한자루는 죽어 떠난 자에 대한 축하를.
Alrighty.
한자루는 목숨에 묶여 살아갈 자에 대한
I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I'm so sorry. I just got suddenly very tired and I'm like, Jesus. Okay. I haven't felt this way during stream for a long time. I think I'm pushing it a little bit. Alrighty. That'll be it for tonight. But we are like, I guess, 2-ish, 1/3 through of the Intervallo. It's fun. I imagine it came out during like around Christmas time. I know Kanto 6 was when I barely started playing Limbus myself, so it's quite the memory because Wild Hunt Heathcliff was the first ID we got. Like first pull, first 3-star ID plus the first pull we got was Wild Hunt Heathcliff, which was crazy. So I don't know if it was around Christmas, but the Intervallo gives me the vibes that it was like a Christmas special. So I don't know. But it would be cool if that was the case. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Do leave a like, it helps the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll try and see if we can finish the Intervallo at least, so we can just have Kanto 6 just next week. Because I would like to get to it. And if you want to keep tabs on future streams, do subscribe. At the moment, I am playing The Last of Us on Friday, on Saturday, on grounded mode. So we're just getting through it, playing it on the hardest difficulty, not doing a challenge, but it's just me wanting to play the game on its hardest difficulty. And we're counting the deaths, so at least we have that. And then we play Limbus on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday is just whatever I feel like. If either I play either or just more The Last of Us, or just maybe another game that I don't plan to continue as a playthrough on stream, because I already have 2 main games at the moment. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye. I'm so sleepy. Bye. Oh yeah, and see the eclipse. Bye.